Should I be using hashtags and keywords? Do hashtags still work? What do I need to do to find the right hashtags? How much time should I be investing on my hashtags? And so many more. I get a ton of these questions almost weekly in my inboxes combined. And I thought I'll quickly record a video today to answer these questions once and for all for you. I just came back, rushed back from my yoga class because the sun is still there, so the lighting is decent, and I thought I'll quickly record this video. So let's get started. First question I have made notes for you, basically with all the questions that I get. So I've made notes. I'll be answering these questions. The first one I have is, should you be using hashtags or keywords? The answer is plain and simple yes, because even if hashtags and keywords get you an additional 100, 1000, 5000 extra eyeballs, in my opinion, it's worth it. I'm not saying you spend hours and hours every week on your hashtags. That doesn't need to be done. But if by spending just a little bit of your time there one time for the next 6 months is going to bring those extra eyeballs every post, every reel you put out, I think in my opinion it's worth it, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. Second is, how do they work? So they used to work very differently in terms of showing people the recent posts under the tag, under every tag, or the top posts under every hashtag. Now they work mostly for categorization. So just like keywords work in SEO on Google, similarly keywords and hashtags work to categorize your content so that it reaches the right kind of audiences, which will also help you get a better reach. So that is the goal that Instagram has, to categorize your content based on who is it ideal for and what topics does it include, so that it reaches the right audience, so that they can spend more time on the platform, which Instagram really wants, which is basically the Instagram algorithm 101 decoded. So you don't need to overthink it. You just need to do a few simple things that I'll be sharing with you in this video. Stay tuned. The next question that I have is, how many hashtags should you be using? So I feel that a set of 7, 8 or 8 to 10 hashtags is good enough. Similarly for keywords, what I do is I have a set of approximately 8 to 9 hashtags and 8 to 9 keywords, and I use that entire set. Not the same one, but I have different sets that I've created, which I'll share with you more about. But I just exactly copy paste and use that once I've done the work of selecting these hashtags and keywords for my business. That's what you need to do. You can pick 7 to 8, 8 to 10. Some people say 3, some people say 30. So if you are okay with doing more work and, creating a collection of 28, 30 hashtags, that's also all right. But 7 to 8 gives you a good enough reach, so you don't need to invest too much time into it, and that is pretty decent. I have personally experimented with hashtags and tags, saying a lot of people said that when you put 3, they work better. I've not seen any such thing over on my profile, my students' profiles, or my clients' profiles. So I feel this is a good combination. The next question that I have is, how do you pick your hashtags? The answer is pretty simple actually. 2, 3 things you need to keep in mind. First of all, what you can do is, based on what your niche is, just list a few keywords. For example, for me, it's digital products, passive income, financial freedom, women entrepreneurship, these kind of keywords. Likewise, whatever you do, like if you're a nutritionist, hashtag dietitian, hashtag nutritionist, or clinical nutritionist if you're into clinical nutrition and healthy foods, etc. I'm not saying these are the most relevant ones, but whatever is the most relevant keyword according to what you do, just list down 3 to 5, then go to ChatGPT and input these keywords there. Tell it what do you do, like I am a passive income business coach, or I am a digital product business coach. I'll input that and I'll give it a list of the hashtags or keywords that are relevant. I'll not even give it hashtags, I'll give it keywords that are relevant to what I do. And then I will ask it to give me a list of 30 hashtags and 30 keywords to be used on Instagram so that my ideal audiences can find me. Just a simple prompt you can mention, and then it'll give you a list of 30 hashtags, 30 keywords. If you want it to give you more because you are not aligned with what it's giving you, you can ask it to change as well. Like these keywords are not similar to what I do, but these are. So give me 10 more or 20 more of what is most relevant to what I do. Simple as that you need to do. Once it gives you the list and what you like, all you need to do is go on Instagram and type out those hashtags. Check a few of them. Like you will see, like from your eye itself, you'll be able to see what is the most relevant one. So you can pick those and go and test on Instagram just to see they're populating the right kind of content for you in terms of what that hashtag or that keyword shows you. It should not be that you're using a keyword thinking it will list my type of content, but it is giving a totally contradictory result. Also, what you can do is when you input a hashtag that's similar to your niche, for example, let's say that's passive income for me, or a keyword that's similar to what I do, like digital products, I see the kind of content that pops up. If it's ideal, I can go to those creators' posts and see what other hashtags and keywords they are using. Then I can simply tap on these and search what they look like. Primarily for hashtags, keywords will doesn't matter with respect to selecting different sets for keywords. You can use like one common set for keywords as well, which should have your primary keywords that your audience is searching for. That will be good enough. But for hashtags, you cannot use the exact same set on an everyday basis. I'll share more about it when I come to the best practices, but you should know you should have at least a couple of sets which you can alternate with. So when you go to these people's posts which have hashtags mentioned, you can see what other hashtags are mentioned there and go and search those hashtags also for relevant content and accordingly pick. You can categorize it basically 50% based on what type of content you share and 50% based on overall niche, industry and audience that you're targeting. So 50% related to overall content means like a lot of my content is about digital products or content creation or Instagram. So I can pick those with respect to my content. But with respect to my audiences or my niche or my industry, it'll be passive income, digital products. It'll be related to female entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurship, financial freedom, like that. So 50% that, 50% that. I also use a personal hashtag so that all my data, everything that I post comes under it. Oh my god, it's gotten dark, but I think it's slightly fine only. So let's just run with it. So I was saying, okay, coming back to what I was saying was, yeah, I use a personal hashtag Tejal Chopra, so that all my content goes under there. You can use that if you have a personal brand, and if you have a brand name, you can use a personal hashtag also to add to it. However, if you're a local business, make sure you use hashtags that have that local business aspect mentioned. Like for example, hashtag gyms in Bangalore. I have to see if that is a relevant hashtag, but gyms in Bangalore is ideal if I'm searching for gyms in Bangalore and I am a gym in Bangalore looking to be discovered. So if you are a local business, ensure that you bake in your location at least in some of the hashtags, or either with your keywords or without them also, like hashtag Bangalore. But hashtag Bangalore would be slightly too generic. So try finding some commonality, like Bangalore fitness or fitness in Bangalore or gyms in Bangalore, things like that. These are just to give you an idea. Overall, if you're doing 50% categorization based on your audience, niche, industry and 50% on your content, that's good to go. You don't need to overthink this. Coming to the next thing that I wanted to share with you are the best practices. So make sure you create at least, I suggest 5 sets of hashtags, different hashtags in each of those, varying in size. That doesn't mean that one of your set has all the hashtags that are super big and huge and the other are super niched and very less in number of posts that hashtag has, but a balanced approach, like bigger hashtags in all of those sets and smaller ones as well. So you can have a range of hashtags. It doesn't really matter about exactly one should be this and one should be this anymore. It used to matter, now it has changed. So I would suggest you can just broadly categorize in between tags that have higher posts with lesser posts and combine into 5 different sets, so that you can alternately use these 5 sets. Like if I'm posting today, I'll use set 1, posting tomorrow, I'll use set 2. If I'm posting in the evening also tomorrow, I'll use set 3, such that no consecutive post should have the same exact set of hashtags. Keywords have no such thing. However, for my personal preference, I have a set of keywords also that is different for all 5. Some of them are common in there, some of them are different in there. The ones that are common are the ones that mostly my content is about, and the ones that are different are just experimented with. That's it. So yeah, that's what hashtags and keywords are all about. If it's okay with you, you can invest like 20-30 minutes today, tomorrow and this week to set up these 5 sets for the next 6 months or maybe a year. Like we've been using our hashtag set for the last 5 months and we've not changed it. So do that, but don't overthink hashtags and keywords is what I want to share, because a lot of times we think that these are the things that are going to make a lot of difference in our content. No, this is probably just 5 to 7% of what will matter. The remaining 92% is your content, the strategy that you put in. Oh my god, it's gotten really dark. You guys, give me 1 sec. Okay, it's not happening, but at least the face is all right. So I hope I'm not scaring you. But the idea is that if you are investing and putting more time and effort into the strategy of your content, the creation of your content, the writing of your captions, the hooks of your reels, the audios not so much, but like the strategy, the core strategy of what you want people to do with your content. How many people should be discovering your content? How do you increase your reach, your followers, hence get more leads and sales? That is the part you should focus more on with respect to your content than hashtags. So if hashtags and keywords are just, messing in your head, and you think that once I do this, everything will be fixed. ये हो गया तो सब चीज़ हो जाएगा. That's not true. This is just like a very small part of what really works. If you're focused on your content and you are not doing hashtags and keywords also, it's still okay. Because if you're doing your content right, by default, you will include keywords there which will be relevant to your target audience. You don't have to stuff keywords, but whenever you're talking about a topic, it will happen by default. So that is where you should focus on. And if you don't know how to create content or what kind of strategy goes into creating viral reels that reach your target audience, because virality means nothing if it's not reaching your target audiences. So in that case, you can check out the money making bundle that I have, which has 4 independent resources: the content to cash kit that is going to help you with all things content strategy and distribution of how you should go when you have specific goals for your content. Then there is sell with stories kit, then there is bio optimization masterclass, and Get Set Reels guide, which has the viral reels mastery masterclass, which is going to help you learn how do you go viral strategically such that you land in front of the right kind of people. All things strategy and execution is baked into this bundle such that you will be able to start taking action with your content creation today onwards. So you can check it out. I'll add a link in the description. Check it out. And if this seems like a right fit for you, if you want to get your content to do the work for you, because I feel for every business out there right now, organic content is really important. And if you need to fix that, or if you need to work on that, grab the money making bundle, get started today. I would love to see you inside. And if you like this video about hashtags and keywords and it reduces the overwhelm that you had in your head about hashtags and keywords, then drop a comment, let me know what you think about it. Check out my channel for other videos and subscribe if you'd like to stay around. I'll see you.